From vast oceans to sheer cliffs, some bridges have completely redefined the limits humanity once believed were impossible. Some span some of the world's most treacherous seas. Some stretch high among the clouds. Some exist only because of engineering solutions that defy conventional intuition. Yet what is truly remarkable is not their size. It is the way humanity transformed distances once thought impossible to cross into reality. Some journeys make the land gradually disappear from your mind. For nearly 26 miles, nothing lies ahead but open water stretching to the horizon. Where a bridge that once held a world record gave distance across the sea an entirely new meaning. Completed in 2011, the Qingdao Jiaozhou Bay Bridge once held the Guinness World Record as the world's longest sea-crossing bridge, with a total length of 26 miles, surpassing the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway in Louisiana. Beneath the bridge deck, 5,238 massive concrete piles extend deep into the bay floor, keeping the entire structure stable against tides and ocean waves. From above, the bridge appears as a bright T-shaped ribbon cutting across the dark water. The world's first offshore highway interchange separates traffic streams in the middle of the sea, while the bridge's highly reflective surface is so distinctive that scientists at the USGS use it to calibrate satellite sensors observing Earth. Yet the ocean has never stopped testing it. Slightly alkaline seawater continuously corrodes the structure, tides can rise nearly 14 feet, and powerful currents form around the bridge piers. Even during its early days of operation, unfinished details occasionally left travelers feeling uneasy as they crossed. From the surface of the sea to satellite orbit, this bridge has done more than shorten the distance between cities. It has also become a scientific reference point. Sometimes a structure does more than reshape a transportation map. It changes the way humanity observes the planet itself. Vasco da Gama Bridge does more than cross a river estuary. When a journey stretches for more than 11 miles, engineers must even account for the curvature of the Earth, where distance can no longer be measured on a perfectly flat plane. At more than 11 miles in length, the Vasco da Gama Bridge is the longest bridge in the European Union. The structure is more than 6 times the length of the Golden Gate Bridge, while its foundations extend as deep as 310 feet beneath the Tagus River to withstand earthquakes up to 4.5 times stronger than standard design requirements. Designed with an expected service life of 120 years, the bridge was built with generations yet to come in mind. Across the vast expanse of water, its H-shaped towers rise like giant gateways. Rather than illuminating the river below, the entire lighting system is angled inward toward the roadway to preserve darkness for the ecosystem beneath. Composed of 5 connected bridge sections, the crossing feels less like a single structure and more like traveling across several different bridges along one continuous route. Salt-laden air and sea winds constantly wear against the structure, while hundreds of sensors quietly monitor structural movement in changing weather conditions. Even construction was suspended for 3 weeks to allow migrating birds to cross the estuary safely. As the two ends of the bridge approached their final meeting point, engineers could no longer treat Earth's surface as flat. Ignoring the planet's curvature would have resulted in an error of nearly 3 feet. Sometimes the greatest challenge lies not between two riverbanks, but in the very shape of the planet we call home. Every morning, a ribbon of orange steel emerges, then disappears into the Pacific fog. For decades, this bridge has done more than connect the two sides of the bay. It has defined how humanity challenges distance, wind, and the ocean. Stretching 8,981 feet, the Golden Gate Bridge once held the title of the world's longest suspension bridge span. Its two towers, rising 746 feet, support cables containing nearly 80,000 miles of galvanized steel wire, enough to wrap around Earth's equator more than 3 times. It is not simply a bridge, but a monumental engineering problem solved with steel. Yet what makes the Golden Gate instantly recognizable is its brilliant international orange color, standing out against the blue sea and white fog. When Pacific winds gather strength, the railings begin to produce long, low tones that sound like the bridge itself is singing, while the immense steel span quietly arches above the century-old fort point. Amid the cold, salt-filled air, foghorns echo across the water as seals surface nearby, while whales that had disappeared for years have begun returning beneath this very bridge. Across generations, the Golden Gate has done more than reshape the skyline of San Francisco. It continues to shape life itself, where the ocean, wildlife, and people meet every single day. Some icons endure because of their beauty. This one endures because it has never stopped adapting to nature. Some structures are measured by their length. This one is measured by the void it dares to cross. Over the Akashi Strait, more than a mile of open water became the place where engineering challenged the limits of nature. With a 6,500-foot main span, the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge became the world's longest suspension bridge when completed in 1998. Even the Golden Gate Bridge, with a span of about 3,300 feet, is only half as long. Inside its main cables are 186,000 miles of steel wire, enough to wrap around the Earth more than 7.5 times, while the tower foundations extend 200 feet into the bedrock beneath the sea. The Japanese call it the Pearl Bridge. After sunset, an RGB lighting system creates 28 color patterns, while a dry air circulation system inside the cables prevents corrosion, as though the bridge were quietly breathing through the years. From the 930-foot tower, the horizon stretches endlessly. Beneath the maintenance walkway, the rumble of passing traffic echoes overhead. Standing on the glass floor panels 150 feet above the sea is enough to send your heartbeat racing. The 1995 Great Henshin earthquake stretched the main span by exactly 3 feet, turning disaster into proof of the bridge's earthquake-resistant design. Sometimes, the greatest wonders do more than span the sea, they redefine what humanity believes is possible. Not every road follows the ground. Some journeys begin by leaving the valley behind, then quietly gliding through the clouds. The Millau Viaduct transforms a stretch of highway into an experience where distance seems to disappear. Rising 1,125 feet, the Millau Viaduct stands about 62 feet taller than the Eiffel Tower, making it the tallest structure in France. Its deck extends for more than 1.5 miles, while 7 slender concrete piers lift the entire bridge above the Tarn Valley as though it barely touches the earth. Designed with an expected service life of approximately 120 years, the structure reflects an ambition that reaches far beyond conventional infrastructure standards. What truly sets the bridge apart lies in details that are almost invisible. The top of each pier splits into an inverted V-shape to accommodate thermal expansion, while the steel deck is shaped like an inverted aircraft wing, turning the force of the wind into downward pressure that keeps the structure stable even when winds exceed 130 miles per hour sweeping through the valley. Driving across the bridge feels more like drifting through the sky than traveling along a road. Many drivers instinctively slow down just to watch clouds glide past their windows, while the engineers experience the most tense moment of their careers when the two halves of the bridge deck, each weighing tens of thousands of short tons, met with precision to within fractions of an inch at a height of 880 feet. In the end, the Millau Viaduct's greatest achievement is not its height. It is the moment when mathematics, physics, and human courage come together in the open sky. Sometimes the limits of engineering are defined not by steel or concrete, but by humanity's willingness to imagine what has never existed before. There are moments when the eyes recognize reality, but the brain immediately rejects it. A boat glides quietly across the surface. Directly beneath it, a line of cars speeds past at highway pace. Two worlds that seem impossible to exist together are separated by only a few feet of concrete. Veluamir Aqueduct does not impress through its size. The entire crossing is only about 82 feet long, shorter than an NBA basketball court. Yet within that small space, Dutch engineers made water give way to traffic in a way that had never existed before. The lake continues to carry passing boats, while more than 30,000 vehicles each day travel quietly below without a single drop of water reaching them. Its greatest surprise lies in the experience itself. Drivers never see the sky disappear as they would in a tunnel, nor do they feel as though they are crossing a bridge. Everything remains dry, quiet, and so ordinary that they almost forget thousands of tons of moving water are passing directly overhead every minute. Only from a nearby observation platform, where boats glide by at eye level while traffic disappears beneath your feet, does it become clear that you have just traveled through a scene that seems to belong only in the drawings of imagination. What makes this structure remarkable is not its concrete or steel. It is the way it overturns a rule once considered unquestionable. Instead of building a bridge to cross the water, engineers allowed the water itself to cross the road. Sometimes the boldest ideas do not rise into the sky. They lie hidden beneath the surface of calm water. There is no turn ahead, yet every vehicle is forced to change direction. In the middle of a quiet lagoon, a giant circle has transformed crossing the water into a moment for observation rather than haste. The Laguna Garzon Bridge carries a 660-foot roadway in a perfect circle across a lagoon covering more than 4,400 acres. With a diameter of approximately 340 feet, nearly the length of an American football field, the bridge stands out as a striking landmark within Uruguay's coastal ecosystem. Its two traffic lanes are separated, creating an open space at the center instead of a single continuous bridge deck. Encircling them are pedestrian walkways along both the inner and outer edges, where visitors can pause to look out across the water, while the entire circular structure is supported by 16 concrete piers spaced about 65 feet apart. But its shape serves more than aesthetics. The circular design naturally slows vehicles, preserving a sense of calm amid the strong winds that sweep across the lagoon. That slower pace allows people to appreciate a UNESCO biosphere reserve, where migratory birds and many native species continue to find refuge. The geometry of the circle has changed the behavior of drivers, turning a transportation solution into a tool for protecting both the landscape and its ecosystem. Within that circle, every foot of roadway does more than connect two shores. It reconnects people with the natural rhythm of the lagoon. For nearly 5 centuries, thousands of people have stood on the same stone edge, taken a deep breath, and plunged into the icy waters of the Neretva River, not to test their courage, but to continue a tradition older than many modern nations. Completed in 1566, Stari Most spans the Neretva River with a single 95-foot stone arch, rising about 80 feet above the water. From the edge of the bridge, divers leap nearly 90 feet through open air, the equivalent of jumping from the 9th floor of a building before striking water that remains only about 46 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the year. Its graceful arch curves like a ribbon carved from pale Tenalija stone, requiring neither a central support pier nor a modern steel framework. Over the centuries, millions of footsteps have polished the stone surface until it has become almost mirror smooth, making every step slow and deliberate. Yet its greatest wonder lies in its story. When the scaffolding was removed, architect Mimar Harudin had already prepared his own funeral, convinced that the bridge would collapse. For centuries later, people dove to the bottom of the river to recover its original stones, restoring the monument after war. Stari Most endures not because of stone. It endures because people never abandoned the belief that what had been lost could be built again. A bridge can connect two riverbanks. A symbol can mend the fractures of history itself. Some wonders leave people in awe because of their height. The Goltzsch Viaduct inspires a simpler question instead. How How many bricks does it take to support nearly 2 centuries of time and the endless passage of trains? Standing 256 feet high and stretching 1,880 feet, the Goltzsch Viaduct was once the world's tallest railway bridge. Its construction required exactly 26,021,000 bricks, with foundations extending 46 feet into the ground, creating a structure on a scale far beyond that of most brick-built works of its era. Seen from a distance, the bridge resembles a monumental Roman aqueduct, with 98 arches arranged across 4 stacked levels. Its 2 central arches, each spanning 101 feet, were specially designed to cross unstable, waterlogged ground, while the red brickwork combined with granite creates a striking silhouette against the green fields of Saxony. Nearly 2 centuries later, modern trains still race across the bridge at speeds of 100 miles per hour, sending deep vibrations through the immense mass of brick. It remains a living testament to the first major bridge designed using mathematical structural analysis, where calculations made in the 19th century continue to carry the weight of the 21st. Not steel, but millions of ordinary bricks have proven that the simplest materials can sometimes create the most enduring engineering achievements. Across the quiet valley, the bridge continues to tell the story of human ingenuity through every brick that has never stopped bearing its load. Some bridges connect only 2 riverbanks. Charles Bridge connects centuries of history as well. Stretching 1,693 feet with 16 stone arches, it was completed nearly a century before Christopher Columbus first reached the Americas. Every step across its ancient stones reveals a different view of Prague. Along the bridge, 30 Baroque statues quietly overlook the Vltava River like eternal guardians. The bridge curves gently 3 times, reusing the foundations of an older bridge and allowing the structure to withstand the river for more than 6 centuries. Its greatest secret lies beneath the water. Only in a 2008 survey did engineers confirm that many of the bridge piers were reinforced with medieval millstones, secured with iron clamps and molten lead rather than relying only on wooden piles, as once believed. Beside the Old Town Bridge Tower, the memory of 27 leaders whose severed heads were displayed for 10 years still lingers. In contrast, Emperor Charles IV chose exactly 5:31 a.m. on July 9, 1357, to begin construction, creating the famous symmetrical number sequence believed to ensure the bridge's endurance. Perhaps what has carried Charles Bridge through more than 6 centuries has never been stone alone, but the rare union of engineering, symbolism, and faith. Even today, every crossing still feels like a walk through both history and legend. Some bridges connect 2 riverbanks. Kintai Bridge connects more than 3 centuries of traditional woodworking with the present day. Its wooden spans appeared more than a century before the United States was founded, yet they still leave people wondering what has allowed them to withstand the passage of time. Stretching approximately 635 feet across the Nishiki River, the bridge is distinguished by its 5 graceful wooden arch spans, with each main arch reaching 118 feet. It remains the world's longest span for a traditional timber arch bridge, standing through an intricate load-bearing framework rather than support columns beneath it. Beneath the bridge deck lies an intricate maze of kamiki joinery. Hundreds of timber members are locked together using traditional interlocking joints, requiring almost no iron nails in the core structure. That remarkable craftsmanship has attracted international experts who study it as a rare example of engineering heritage. Climbing the bridge's steep, curved wooden steps naturally slows every footstep. At night, the firelight from cormorant fishing boats reflects across the water, while the fast-flowing river below creates a feeling that is both peaceful and deeply awe-inspiring. No steel beams display their strength here. Only wooden joints, quietly carrying the weight of more than 3 centuries. Leaving this ancient bridge behind, the journey continues toward places where history is still present in every step taken today. Ribblehead Viaduct does not appear like a bridge. It rises more like a colossal stone wall, quietly striding across the valley. Every arch bears the mark of thousands of hands that persevered through the harshest winds in England. Stretching 1,320 feet and rising approximately 104 feet above the valley floor, Ribblehead Viaduct spans the landscape with 24 massive arches. More than 1.5 million red bricks, together with limestone blocks weighing up to 18,000 pounds, were laid upon foundations 25 feet deep, creating a structure as long as more than 4 American football fields placed end to end. What makes Ribblehead truly distinctive is not only its sweeping curve stretching for nearly a mile, but also the layers of history beneath its foundations. The remains of workers' camps from the 19th century still rest upon prehistoric field systems, turning the entire valley into a chronicle written in stone and earth. Yet this was never an easy place to conquer. Fierce winter winds forced masons from their scaffolding, snow buried the windows of watch huts, and waterlogged marshes isolated the entire construction site. More than 100 workers never returned, leaving every arch as a stone memorial to the sacrifice of an entire generation. Ribblehead does not merely cross a valley, it crosses the limits of human endurance, where courage proved even more enduring than stone and wind. Across that cold and desolate landscape, trains still pass quietly over a monument built by human determination. Every engineering wonder begins with a limit once believed to be impossible to overcome. Perhaps the next one is still waiting to be discovered.